Hello, buddy. Princess and the Bear here. We're back at Epcot again.
It's a chilly day at Farts.
Yes, and now that the princess has had her fill, it's time for her to suffer and watch me eat food.
And Bear's got a lot of items on his list this year.
Yes, there's a lot of new stuff, and I'm going to try to hit as many as I can. If I miss something, of course, you guys will sure let me know. So, I'm going to go eat.
You sure to eat plants?
No.
Yes.
You heard the rule. Come to this, saving up my magic pills for a lobster poutine. Now I've had something similar at Le Cellier, courtesy of Chef Tony, but I think this one's a little bit different than I remember. It was cream sauce, cheese sauce, lobster, jalapenos, chives, some everything in here. So we're just gonna get a good big bite of it all. If I eat all the jalapenos, then I eat all the jalapenos. Okay. Jalapeno doesn't add as much spice as I was expecting. The cream sauce with the lobster is good. The lobster is chilled. I'm not a humongous fan of. And everything else on here is hot. So it makes it come off a little bit rubbery, which you never want with lobster. It's okay. I probably wouldn't order it again, but this is going to get a 3 out of 5 calls from me. Above average, but not enough that I'm going to order this ever again.
Why you just gonna buy something for $15 and don't eat it?
Let me try this.
For $15, we about to eat this
It's just
though.
a runny egg.
You better ask somebody. You eat runny eggs?
He does eat runny eggs.
Oh, you got to.
I really gotta look up Bear's ancestry. Cause some ain't adding up there.
Don't like watermelon.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm not even. We'll talk about that.
Out me. Everybody knows I hate watermelon.
Bear hates watermelon. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I can't do it.
How do you hate watermelon?
I can't. It's the consistency. I can't do it.
You don't like it?
No.
But because some of it does have like a squashy,
I can't.
squishy. I do get that. I get that.
Texture is.
But I love, man. If I wasn't married, I'd marry watermelon right now.
You told me that alcohol I eat it.
That's true. That's true.
It's just the motivation. It's
I'm
the
not gonna
motivation.
waste food. There's people that are starving in America.
There's people, yeah, in Mississippi.
Let me just taste
Not
it.
Florida, but other places.
Let me just
They're
taste
not
it.
here. She didn't eat the egg yet, yo.
Okay, the toast is good.
Ray paid $92 for a deconstructed BLT, and there was cheesecake on the menu. And she went with the deconstructed BLT.
We had sweets already. Okay.
Eat the egg, Ray.
I'm scared to eat the egg.
Eat
You already
the
know
egg,
that.
Ray.
You don't like eggs in a basket or nothing?
Ray. What is that? Like,
It's slimy, like snot.
is that bread pudding?
That's pork belly.
It tastes just like chicken. Like baby chicken.
Nah, that thing is moving.
Oh.
Let me try this pork belly. No, it's really moving. Like,
There's still feathers on that thing.
I know. That's what I'm scared. Like, nah. I don't even eat eggs.
Why did you, like, when they handed it to
Hey,
you,
you know,
like,
you could always go vegan. No
That's not
eggs.
vegan?
So,
Oh, it's vegetarian.
is good. I love
I can't do it. I'm too confused. That's why I'm like, I'm eating.
Okay, the pork belly is good. But this egg is a no. Look at it.
All right, hold on.
Oh,
Watch
it
this. Watch this. I hate runny eggs. Hate.
It's
For
like,
y'all.
it's like
Oh,
chicken
you're
seasoning.
gonna eat it?
It's chicken seasoning. There you go.
I ain't gonna lie. It tastes good.
It's good?
Whatever they seasoned that with, while it was going down my esophagus,
You feel like snot?
it was delicious. That tastes good, right? You don't know what you missed.
See, and I feel like this needs to be tried all together. Like it needs to be.
A bite of this, a bite of that. A bite
Yeah. Let me get a little bit of this
yes.
pork.
That's usually how those deconstructed dishes go. You have to
you
take
put
a
it
little
together
With a little bit
sauce
of
of
this.
each.
Oh yes. Okay.
Oh, that is
Yes.
that egg is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm here for
Sorry,
it.
June.
That is some dead chicken fetus right there.
I'm here for it.
That's how a runny egg is done.
Dead yard bird.
Yes, but like
Chicken boba.
chicken popping boba from Pandora.
That's nasty.
That's really good. Altogether, it is delicious. Much enjoy. And then I don't know how to eat this really. BLT.
Or is that the Reuben?
Oh, it is the Reuben. That's. There's a lot going on here.
It's a lot of pieces.
That's really excellent. The sauce is amazing. Very good.
Yes. It looks pretty.
So here we have 2 new items this year, and we like new stuff. I'm gonna need the magic pills for one. This flank steak has a poblano cream sauce in it, but I'm curious. Looks like got a nice char to it. Got some shredded radish on top. Just dig in here. No bone, just falls apart. I didn't even need this knife. So it's basically the flank steak stuffed inside an actual pepper. It's got a really good flavor to it. I normally don't like peppers, especially green peppers. But the sauce and then the shredded flank steak inside, plus black beans, like a full dish, like a bite-sized little portion. I would love to try this with like jackfruit and see how it turned out. But this is good. I'm not a huge steak person. 3 out of 5 plus. Then over this pork belly, we'll see how Mexico does it. They sold me with the charred pineapple. That nice piece of juicy pork belly with some of this pineapple and the sauce on top with the potatoes. It's odd, but I actually feel like the pork belly is the weak part of this dish. The pineapple would be a lot better if it was warm because everything else in here is hot, but it's like ice cold pineapple. And the pork belly just isn't that great. You expect a little bit of fat on pork belly, but this one's mostly fat, not that much meat. It's interesting, but I don't think I get it again. 2 out of 5 plus. This Shanghai meatball, and I was expecting something small plate sized, but this thing is absolutely massive. This is like a full-fledged appetizer. But apparently it's water, chestnut, and pork. Go ahead and slice her open here. It looks to be completely mixed because you can't really tell on the inside, but it looks juicy. It smells wonderful. The water chestnut mixed with the pork gives it a really like soft consistency while still being a meatball. I think China may have the market cornered on meatballs. That is really good. 4.5 out of 5 plus. For a festival so far, this is my favorite.
How weird is it that China is the one with the meatball?
I know though.
That is weird.
I had a spoon. Okay. So, in Germany here, and we got this Coq Cravin. Basically like a rolled piece of chicken, which reminds me of our dinner at Bull and Bear. Probably not going to be quite as good, and all I have is a spoon. We'll deal. No, well, a knife will help.
Why did you get a spoon?
I already had the spoon. I forgot silverware. It tears apart pretty easy. No bone in it, thankfully. Let's go ahead and get a mouthful of that. Already got some sauce on it. It's very moist and got a deep roasted flavor. That's really good. I would put any rotisserie chicken you can buy a run for its money. I wish this was a full plate. I would definitely eat this for like a full dinner. 4.5 out of 5 plus. This is probably my favorite thing so far. So I almost forgot about the second best part. You get a bacon kite free with your chicken roll. It's like an oversized bacon bit. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
Let's try the poblano. That's delicious.
Is it?
It is. It is. The raspberry makes it. I mean, it makes it, and the cream filling. I love it.
Is it bombolicious?
It's bombolicious. Bombolicious.
Is it like a donut?
It is a donut. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. I'd do it again.
So I guess it's plate art. So they had the scallop before, and I've never tried it. It looks like a mixture of things separately that I would like. You have a Parmesan crisp, a single pan-seared scallop, and they want to know how much we paid for this, on a bed of chorizo and like this red pepper-based sauce. How bad could it be, right? Of course, an edible flower because, you know, Epcot festivals love edible flowers.
I thought it was only flower and garden, not parts.
Okay. It's a scallop. It's cooked well. It's not dried out. You didn't overcook it. But it's not exactly overly seasoned either. It doesn't really taste like a whole lot. The chorizo doesn't really add anything. They're just like little meat bits. It's not even spicy chorizo, so it's just like. And this crisp is, well, it's crispy. How about that? Let's do it this way. It's like putting a scallop unseasoned on top of a stale potato chip. 1.5 out of 5 plus. That was pointless.
It's an off festival, so I let you recreate your own garden.
Oh, you get to make your own garden.
Yeah, alright? You get the fork and breeze, make like a garden.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah.
So, I was very surprised. You got this rock garden red bean mousse. They just gave me like basically what's your garden, and then the rocks on the side, and you decorate it yourself. I have never had a rock garden before, but this is sort of interesting. So we're gonna make our own worker right here at the table. I guess we're going to like you know, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of relaxing. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but they're actually giving you the ability to play with your food. I'm getting some Fifth Element vibes here. I don't have any idea what I just made. And we'll just start placing rocks, I guess. It's all like rock candy. I wish this was plant-based. I'm sure the princess would have a lot more fun with this than I am. But it's kind of sad though, they make you make this creation and they expect you to eat it after you just went through all this trouble to sort of like decorate it. Voila. Your own handmade rock garden dessert, I guess. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. Let's dive in. The red bean mousse is good. Do yourself a favor, and do not try to bite through the rock candy. Her actual candy rock. They're like really thick M&Ms. But it will surprise you how hard it is. But good. Red bean mousse. It's really smooth. It's not too rich. And the candy balances it out well. It's work for dessert, but it is kind of fun. If all desserts are this fun, you guys might see me eat more of them. 3 out of 5 plus. New item is here, which is a rack of lamb. But I'll be honest, I didn't really want it. But to me, it feels like an elevated turkey leg and a celebration of me forcing the princess to watch me eat a gigantic hunk of meat on a bone. I might be a little bit petty. It tastes like the end of Zootopia should have ended. But all the correct spices. I would actually like a full plate of this. 4.5 out of 5 claws. This is now my tops to meatball favorite dish of the festival so far. I forgot to get a spoon. Okay. The fixings are okay. The lamb is the star, as it should be. For the side, 3 out of 5 plus. So we're at the new booth between France and Morocco. where everything's new. So I kind of decided to gorge myself and get a little bit of everything. Just chilled seafood, which I couldn't resist, which we have everything that I love. All the ish. Octopus, scallop, sea roach, some radish in here, a little bit of sauces. It's pretty. It's like a painting of itself. Taking art a little far this year. Let's go for the octopus first. With this ink, sauce. Huh? It's chilled. It's a little chewy. Not as good as Tipton's, but still really eatable. If you don't like textures, of course, just like before, the suckers on it, you're not gonna like it. But if you love seafood, you're gonna love that. Give me the octopus, 4 to 5 points. That's for these scallops, which are seared. They look perfectly. A little bit of the ink, a little bit of the sauce. Goes on good. There's like a hint of like some butter in there. Goes down well. Better texture than the octopus if you don't like that. It goes down just like any sort of like a whitefish. Give that a 3.5 out of 5 points. As for this sea roach, I suppose I could take that tail off. Perfectly cooked, but it's just like any sort of shrimp cocktail. There's nothing really special about it. The sauce helps, but it's definitely not the star of the dish. 2.5 out of 5 claws. Look at the whole thing. I get 3.5 out of claws. 3.5 out of 5 claws. If I had to sit down in a restaurant and eat this, this is an appetizer. So here we have this blue corn pupusa. I like that everything on this stand follows the same color palette, which I imagine for food is not easy to do to begin with, but I like the commitment. It's basically pulled like a shredded pork with a slaw on top of like a thick corn disc. Fork is not helping, so I'm going to have to get messy here. It's like a shredded spicy pork on top of a thick, like a stack of 5 corn tortillas. It's interesting. Don't have to get it all the time. It's got a nice kick to it. 3 out of 5 plus.
We came into the show place. I saw pistachio cake. I'm a sucker for pistachio, especially with cherries. So Lego. So this is like a cherry mousse. Wow, that is, I'm sloppy. Cherry mousse. It's not overly cherry, like when you take a bite into a cherry, an actual big cherry, and you're overwhelmed. It's not that, it's more subtle. Not mad about it. Pistachio cake. Yes. The cake is a bit dense, but it's got that wonderful pistachio flavor. If you're a fan of pistachios, I would say yeah, but be prepared to chew a little bit because she dense. The two together, even better.
So day of first, actual steak tartare, which I have never had, never even been slightly curious about. So it's raw beef. Bread and sauce. Similar to the beet tartare that I had. Check the Princess's video for that. And this is an actual, it's an egg?
It's quail egg.
Quail egg. Shell and all on top. I'm feeling some Doug vibes right now. Maybe I'm aging myself with that reference, maybe not. But I suppose that you guys will tell me, or the Princess will ruin it, one way or the other.
Sorry.
But just dive in. The cauliflower is a bit big to fit on this one. Let's just try the quail egg and the steak tartare. It's not bad. I can see eating a small plate of this as like an hors d'oeuvre. The beef is like a consistency of, say, like a really fine, like ahi tuna. So the flavor isn't overpowering. You actually taste more of the quail egg than anything. But with the sauce and everything, it's actually really good. It's not something I can eat a lot of, but I like it. I give that a solid 3.5 out of 5 claws. Now something like the tartare by itself. It's totally doable. I hold my rating. I'm actually pretty impressed. I did not know what to expect going in, but I really don't hate this. So, I think I have tortured the princess enough. It might be time to go.
Yeah, you know, I don't particularly care for looking at Bear eat all of these meaty things, but I commit to my mistakes.
Yes.
It is what it is.
I definitely ended that the lamb shank was still my favorite thing from this festival. It's not my favorite festival, but the food items, at least on the non-vegan side, seem to be stepping up, even if a lot of those are repeats.
You know what my favorite thing
like
that
food
you ate
reskins
was? All of the side pieces that don't contain meat or dairy or honey or eggs.
You poor thing.
Those were the best pieces of this video.
But I want to know what you guys think. What was your favorite thing that I ate today? Or something that I missed out that I need to try? As always, the comments are going to be the place to let us know. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the drill.